G'day everyone, Goober here with another farming video, but first I have 48 of these Pack Spirit crystals, and I am curious. I really want this guy because he gives an absolute ton of energy shield, which would be pretty cool for my build. Make me tankier, which would be awesome. Chalk would be nice as well. I've only got him at level 2, getting one of him might be nice. So we'll see what we can get in, let's say 50. I'll do the 48 that I've got, and then I'll use some primos for the last two. So we've got nothing in the first one. Well, no legendaries. No legendaries in the second one. No legendaries in the third one. No legendaries in the fourth one, and the final one, which will use a few primos as well. Nothing. Nothing in 50. God, that's unlucky. I do get free primos for doing the videos every month. I guess they're not really that free if I have to make 40 videos for 10,000 primos, but it is what it is. I do want to roll for something else, so I'll see you on Rosa real quick. So Rosa looks kind of cool, but she could look better. I think this looks friggin' sick. So we'll go here and see if we can get lucky on this one. I believe it's this one here. That looks awesome. This... where'd it go? I was just trying to go back. So anyway. This one is the one that I want. I don't know if I have enough chances to get it. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get it. Tons of coupons. I guess you get these just for playing the game, which means it's only going to be half price per pull. And each pull is 800 primos. So we'll see if we get lucky. We got the shield, which is a weapon skin. I'm not using a shield, so that's a shame. I got the entrance. Okay. Standing action. Come on. We've got an aura effect, body effect, and a Pack Spirit crystal. Got the sword, one-handed sword. Again, we're not using a sword, we're using a two-handed hammer. Back accessory, it's going to be the last one that I get, isn't it? There we go, got it. So that took about 6,000, wasn't it? So it was about 800 a pull, I believe. 800 times 7, so 5,600. 6,000 primos with the coupons to get everything in there, which is a shame. I really prefer how they do the newer ones in the shop. So the newer ones in the shop, you can just buy the sets like that, and it just costs them flat primos. So I much prefer that over the gacha one that I just had to do there. Luckily I had the discount coupons, so I could get what I wanted in the end. There is probably some other... Really? Bend over and touch your toes. Let's fix that, shall we? Got nothing for the weapon. I could buy that. That looks pretty sick. What else we got? Back accessories. It's probably a bit over the top. These don't really suit her because they're all off the side, which looks a bit stupid, to be honest. Her back doesn't match up with the back accessory. Even that one that's meant to be for this. Why is it off the side like that? I guess it's part of this, so I'll use it. Body effect. Teleport. I really like the Raven. There's some other cool portals. Like the Carp's not too bad. The picture one is really cool. I like Killer Jaw too. That's a pretty cool effect. Get into my mouth. Maiden's hug. Actions. I guess I have this, so I'll use it. Idle action. And back to the one that we just looked at, which was something. Where was it? The bend over. Ah, why does it go back to this skin? I guess I could just buy it and then see what it looks like. What was it? It was a action. An idle action. Hope the missus doesn't walk in. Anyway, on to the video. Alrighty, so I did some tests where I used Kong versus Chalk, and came to the realization that FE does influence the amount of gold that you got quite a bit. And some things in the game have changed in value over the last week. Why is that blocked out? Weird. Maybe I haven't done it on Rosa, who I was just on. So the price of the Eterna keys did go down to 0.8 each, so we're getting rather cheap. However, they are back up to 1.7 each at the moment, so they're pretty okay. So if you wanted to put points back into here, then it would be definitely worth it as long as you went for the upgrade and then all of the chance to replicate stuff. I don't really like the coveting the cube, but I really like the judges and stuff that can appear. So I've just chucked some points in there. Frozen Canvas is still absolutely insane. You can get really good tier 2 skills that sell for a fair bit, and the pages, even though they're down to 0.5 each, the price of the compass is coming down as well. So if the price of the pages goes up, the price of the compass goes up. You're still making an absolute ridiculous amount of currency just from this. An hour of this gameplay will get you about 200 Flame Elementium worth of pages, which is really quite mental. Pretty hard to go past these beacon nodes. Chance to replicate. You can get deep space beacons, and especially with the probe, which is practically free, which is really nice. And the last few changes here just an extra rare monster because rare monsters are great. And then I've gone with chance for Flame Sand to drop. So anytime Flame Sand drops, if your pack spirits are the Fuel Pactspirits, which I have right here, all up, I have a 95% chance that anytime Flame Fuel drops, an additional stack of Flame Fuel drops. So I want to test in this one. I have done a test with a slightly different setup, and that got me about 85,000 gold in 45 maps. So I will be changing it up to Lava Sea and doing it here because people have said that they've got Ghost Slaughters. I want a pair of Ghost Slaughters. And I did the Plane 4. I haven't done Plane 5 yet, but Plane 4 was kind of annoying, so I just do Plane 3s. And the Plane Watcher drops about 40 Flame Elementium each kill, which is really quite nice. And to enable that in here, I've gone away from the rarer confusion cards, and I've just gone for extra drop quant and extra drop quant. I could go for this, but confusion cards can still be pretty good, and that's only a 20% chance. If that was a 100% chance, I would consider it, but 20% is not nearly enough. And then just chance for 100% chance for God of War to spawn. The compasses that I am using are really quite cheap. Let's just reset that just in case. So I'll go with the 9% chance for Flame Elementium. The beacons that the probe that I'm using is the Beacon probe. It is insanely cheap. I'm actually tempted to give this one a go because maybe that'd be cool. I don't know. Lots of items. Might be worth using. But the Beacon one is worth about 0.2 at the moment, which is absolutely insane. The Familial Eterna Compass is also insanely cheap. Let's just quickly go to the market and I'll show these. Well, let's just check them out here. No, let's go to the market. So elite compasses are really cheap. They're 0.17 each, 0.2. So 20 FE for a stack of those is absolutely insane. Familial Eterna Compass is going for 0.3, 0.6, 0.7. It's still really, really cheap. They're actually going up to 0.9, which is insane. I got my last 300 of these for 0.3 each. They do give a boss monster, which is the reason that I mainly use it. Cube. The good cube compass is worth a lot, and you can only use one of these at a time. So that means the air quotes bad cube compass, it guarantees cube, and it gives you 20% additional drop quantity for the Malice incarnations. That's just phenomenal. So it's going to give you extra drop quant. I've got some points in there for the Malice Judge and stuff, and it's giving you 20% additional drop quant for the boss mob. Yes, please. I'll take that for 0.24 Flame Elementium. This is an absolute steal. I can't believe how cheap this is, even when the other ones are phenomenal. And the last one was the Frozen Canvas compass. So this fluctuates. It gets down to 1 FE. It goes up to 3, goes up to 4 FE. It doesn't really matter. So even if this was 4 FE, you do, let's say, 50 maps an hour. If it's 2 FE, that's 100 cost. 3 FE, 150 cost. 4 FE, 200 cost. Whatever. So when the cost of this compass goes up, the cost of the snow paper goes up as well. So at the moment, you'll be selling a stack for 50 FE. When it was 4 FE, a stack was selling for about 70 FE. So, you know, you were getting the extra 60 to 80 FE in the snow paper. You weren't actually... It didn't become unviable because that went up to 4 FE. The stuff that you got from it also went up. So, I probably harped on about that a bit too much, but people will often go, oh, it's not viable anymore. The compass went up in price. It's still the same. You're still making money. Crazy talk. Anyway, so in this video, I will be modifying, buying more compasses and stuff. And I will be running 45 maps, which is what I did for the last lot. I just wanted to do an example map here. Hopefully I don't die too many times because I am using the -4 portals. So that would... Really, bro? That would suck if I lost too many runs due to that. I'm not the tankiest build in the world, but I get by. What I would also like to try, my gliders are actually on a tea break at the moment because they decided to get lost for 4 hours, is to include gliders into these high gold per hour strategies. Because once you have, like I've got 3 days or something worth. I've got 1 day 12. I just logged in for the day. I've got a day 12 hours of gold sitting there, which is not going to really do anything if I play every day. I'll just keep accumulating a ton of gold. So I'm not going to do the cube because I hate the cube. I think it sucks. But anyway. Nice rod, I just put on that. So anyway, I'm going to go through, I'm going to do 45, excuse me, 45 maps and see how much gold and stuff that I get from this. See if it's decent FE. And yeah. Alrighty, the test will cost 294 flame elementium. It'll take about an hour to run the 45 maps. I will be getting a lot of Netherrealm residents back, but it will take about 13.95 to do the test, and 45 of each of the other things. So I'll probably only be counting some stuff, so FE per hour will probably be higher than what I show, just because I can't be bothered recording a lot of the loot. This one should be pretty darn juicy. Blind and paralysis, yeah, whatever. So rainbow chest, we've got 10,000 flame gold so far. I was going to say flame elementium, but that's obviously not right, is it? So hopefully I don't die. Last time I got this card, I died twice really quickly and just wasted the card, which sucked, but I'll just be a little bit more careful. Probably take a little bit longer to do the map. And hopefully not lose a whole bunch of gold and stuff. So it's interesting that I'm on the... It's like the 3rd map or something. Oh, I hate this fire stuff. It kills me so often. I don't even know what I was saying just then. Got distracted by the thought of almost dying. So 4,000 gold from that one. I was on 10,000. Oh yeah, so this is about the... Almost died instantly to something. This is about the 4th map. So averaging about 3,000 gold per map. Obviously this one's just going to be worth a ridiculous amount, especially if it doubles like that, which is pretty nice. Sprout of Legends too, very nice. Just all of the flame elementium in the world, which is really quite nice. What did I get? 17,000 gold for that one. I'll do the cube just because it was such a good map. And pretty standard. Nothing. Not much is worth anything at this point in the game, but that was a very good map. We got 200 flame elementium already, which is insane, and a sprout of legends, which is another 60. And we got a desire core, which is another 35 or probably 40. I doubt these exist. It'd have to be at least 40. 45. So, very good map. And this strategy will include plane watches. One every 16 maps. So I'm going to be doing almost 4. I will get 3 in the time. Ugh, got the ice wanker in here too. Oh, almost got me. So a pretty low one there with only 7 FE. However, the beginning of the end is worth quite a lot. They are currently going for 12, 13 flame elementium each. So that was worth at least 20 flame elementium. And often it drops upwards of 30 flame elementium. So really, really, really nice. Unfortunately, I got a map where it replaced all of the enemies with cubes, so I'm going to have to do this. 0 FE and 0 greed attempts. Pretty lame. Oh, that is so dumb. When you go into a dream, it uses a portal. That's dumb. Another pretty average one there. I guess average, but still 25 FE or so. Alrighty, this is our third plane watcher. Which is cool. So 3, 16, 32. No, I should put 3 short for that. So I don't think this 1 should count. 20 FE. Was a nice one. Unless I had some duplications. I don't know. God damn it. I died on the last map. A little bit less gold that I get there. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that was the last map. I'll just double check. I do have the secret realm there. And yeah, just run out of beacons, probes, so that's an easy way of telling if you are out of your test. I could do the goblins, but I'm not going to include that. I feel like I had an absolute ton of gold drop. Look at all the false god skins that I got. 2, 4, 6, 6 false god skins, which is pretty insane. Strength, strength, dex, dex, dex. Damage. Oh. Garbage. Ooh, immune to numbed. Is that any good? 10. Shame it wasn't immune to a couple of things. Nothing else there worth much. Chance to gain blessings. Bit of a shame. Nothing on that page. I don't... Oh, did I check the top? Can't remember. But anyway, 614 raw flame elementium from that hour, which is pretty crazy. Got a sprout, got a couple of sacred fossils, got a truth fossil. 27 of these. Not too bad considering I'm not really spec'd into that. It's just the compass. I didn't actually get a single map where every rare was a dyed snow monster, which is pretty unlucky considering a 10% chance. I should have got it 4 times, and I didn't get it a single time. So that's a bit of a shame. 3,000 of that is still pretty reasonable, which is 50, so 150 FE in snow paper fragments. Not too bad. And I got 2 Desire Core records, so another 100 there. Anyway, I'll tally this up and we'll see how it did. Alrighty, without going too overboard with what we're tracking, just got the stuff that we used here. So the top part is all stuff that we used. So the total cost wasn't too much in the end. 56 FE worth of Netherrealm Resonance. I ended up just... all the beacons are pretty much the same price. They're 0.3 to 0.7. So I averaged it out. I ended up gaining 19 beacons, which is 9 FE, which, you know, it's maybe the beacon probe. Oh, I didn't add the beacon probes in here. Did I? No, I don't have the probes in there. Beacon. Where is it? Ugh. Beacon probe. There we go. They're about 0.3. And I used 45. Alright, so about 16 FE of those as well. So I was quite surprised with the Eternal keys, even though I'm not spec'd into them dropping at all. I still got 41 FE of those, which more than paid for the compasses. Obviously, they are bosses, so they drop me a bunch of FE and stuff as well. The Frozen Abundance was 90 FE. However, I didn't actually get the proc even once, and we still made 44 FE profit there. So not too bad, but realistically, we were missing a couple of thousand. So if that triggered the 4 times, normally you make about 600 on top of that, so it would be about 5k. But unfortunately didn't get lucky, and that didn't happen. So just 3,000 frozen snow paper fragments. Did get 2 Desire Cores, which is insane considering the compass cubes cost 9 FE, and that is 88 FE profit on that. I didn't actually count the Divinity Stones. 1868 are about 0.19, 0.019. I don't know if that is going to equal much. 0.019. 868. 30 FE. I guess 30 FE is nothing to turn your nose up at. It did take 1 hour and 24 seconds, which is pretty cool. So pretty much exactly that. So we made 20 FE profit per map. Excuse me. About 900 flame elementium an hour. We did get 1 lucky one there. So, you know, that could easily go down to 650 FE per hour if we exclude the rainbow chest map. I was pretty surprised at the gold. So we got 116,000 gold. If we remove the 17,000 gold that we got for that one rainbow chest card, then we still made 100,000 gold in the hour, which is pretty crazy considering 1 day 6 hours, and then the 1 hour that I just did bumps us up to 2 days and 15 hours. So 1 hour of maps just got me 1 day, 9 hours worth of gold. Just at general production. If these guys were going as well, you would be using, I think someone said it's about 70,000 gold per hour to have these guys going as well, which if you're actively playing, then this strategy would cover the gliders going as well. And it's reported that if you have surprise chance and double rewards on all of you guys, I've got surprise, I don't have the surprise and the double, they can make up to about 500 flame elementium an hour to add to your strategy. So if we added on the 500 an hour, then we'd be looking at 1300 flame elementium an hour, just for having the gliders go as well. So that was the main purpose of this test, just to try and get as absolute max gold as possible, so we can hopefully include gliders into future strategies and know that we're going to be able to sustain that with active play. I do need to update the website. I had to go through and manually update all of the prices here. So I'll try and get that updated very soon. Anyway, that's what I've got for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.